At the resumption of plenary session on Tuesday, Senate Committee on Judiciary, Human Rights and Legal Matters, Senator Payemi Bamidele, coming under Order 41 and 51, recalled how the attention of the Senate was drawn to the media report on the state of affairs in the Supreme Court of Nigeria.
And on your view segment today, we are going to look at the tax. What should be the tax before the acting Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Kayode Ariwoola, who was sworn in by Mr. President 2 days ago to take over from the Chief Justice of Nigeria, who tendered his resignation. The tax before the new acting CJN.
And when the time comes, you have the opportunity to make your contribution by dialing the number 0818-777-5777. The number once again, 0818-777-5777.
Meanwhile, all is set for the screening of 7 ministerial nominees recently forwarded to the Senate for approval by President Muhammadu Buhari. The nominees will be screened individually by the upper chamber during plenary today. President of the Senate, Ahmed Lawal, had reminded his colleagues to get prepared for the screening of the nominees, adding that all nominees will be screened and anyone that scaled through the hurdle will be confirmed and sent back to President Buhari to be included among cabinet members. The nominees for confirmation include Henry Ikechukwu Iko from Abia, Umana Okon Umana, Akwa Ibom, Eku Makana Joseph Nkama, Ebonyi, and Gluk Nana Ofia, Imo. Others are Umar Ibrahim El Yakubu Kano, Ademola Adewole Adegoroye, Ondo, and Odum Udi, Rivers.
Amidst controversy over the All Progressives Congress APC presidential candidate Senator Bala Usman's silence on his primary and secondary school certificates, his running mate Kabiru Masari has equally informed the Independent National Electoral Commission of the loss of his original certificates. Checks revealed that Masari, in documents submitted to INEC, deposed to an affidavit on loss of his primary and secondary school certificates. The APC vice presidential candidate, in his particulars, disclosed that he attended Masari Primary School, Katsina, between 1972 and 1978 and obtained a Grade 2 certificate from Katsina Teachers College in 1982 and a higher certificate in 1995. In the sworn affidavit for loss of some original documents, Kabiru Masari recalled that in January 2021, while on a transit within Wuse area FCT Abuja, he lost the certificate of occupancy for a land located in GRA Katsina, along with his Grade 2 certificate from Katsina Teachers College and First Living Primary School certificate issued by Masari Primary School, Katsina State.
The Inter-Party Advisory Council has identified vote buying, violence, and the use of state resources by public office holders for campaigns and other political party activities as a major factor hindering Nigeria's political development. National Chairman of IPAC, Mr. Yabagi Sani, stated this during a meeting with the United Nations Secretary General's representative for West Africa, Mahamat Saleh Anadi, at the Council's headquarters in Abuja. Sani called on all stakeholders, especially the international community, to assist in saving the country's democracy from imminent collapse. He noted that the only way a nation can thrive and remain peaceful is through credible elections.
Against the background of the Zamfara state government's move to arm civilians due to unrelenting attacks by terrorists, Governor Hope Uzodinma of Imo State on Tuesday affirmed that the security situation in the state is not at a level necessitating the bearing of arms by citizens for self-defense. Speaking to correspondents after a meeting with President Muhammadu Buhari at the presidential villa Abuja, he said the security agency in Imo are on top of the situation. He asserted that even though he could not say why exactly Zamfara state government is making the move, his own administration is in control of the security agencies in Imo State.
And similarly, Governor Bello Matawali of Zamfara State has said that the state government relied on extant legislation to direct residents to acquire weapons to defend themselves. This is contained in a statement issued by Jamilu Magaji, the Chief Press Secretary to the Governor, and made available to newsmen. Magaji stated that the Governor made the remark while inaugurating some security committees in Guzo. The statement explained that the Governor's directive was part of the administration's effort to tackle protracted security challenges in the state. It added that the state government was aware of the misgivings expressed in some quarters regarding the new measure.
Global Leaders Academy, always a leader. Thinking of where to get qualitative education for your child? Think of Global Leaders Academy. Our creche, nursery, primary, and secondary schools are established in tandem with global standards with qualified and experienced teachers. At Global Leaders Academy, we have state-of-the-art facilities such as comfortable hostel accommodation with maximum security, well-equipped science laboratory, school buses, adequately furnished library, and many more. Oh yes, worship centers are available to accommodate each student's preferred religion. We also take our students for excursion on a regular basis. These and many more reasons are why Global Leaders Academy has been a choice school for parents who desire qualitative education for their children. Visit us today at Global Leaders Academy, located at Plot 1AMB, Oroki Estate, Lameko Junction, Oshogbo, or call 0815-928-0037. At Global Leaders Academy, we are not led, we lead, and always a leader.
At Abuja of Oshogbo, Obajimo Olanipekun on Tuesday expressed worries over the rising spate of insecurity in the southwest, charging the Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò of Yoruba land, Gani Adams, to save Yoruba land from imminent terror attacks. The monarch gave the charge at his palace in Oshogbo during the Yoruba Generalissimo's visit to him. Olanipekun, while expressing worries, noted sadly that unfolding events, particularly the Owo Catholic Church massacre, showed evidently that Yoruba land had remained the target of terrorists. Iba Adams, in his response, said the security challenges in the country need urgent intervention from all and sundry. The Yoruba Generalissimo said the southwest region is capable of curbing the security deficit, assuring that the Oodua People's Congress (OPC) under his leadership will do everything within the ambit of the law to forestall a repeat of the Owo terror attack in any part of the region. Iba Adams urged the Oshogbo monarch to impress and order traditional rulers to desist from giving prominent and sacred Yoruba traditional titles to non-Yoruba, saying the new move by a Yoruba monarch was enough to destroy the sanctity of the Yoruba culture and tradition.
The Divisional Police Officer in charge of a daycare police station in Iwo, Osun State, Ige Adekole, has been summoned and queried by the State Commissioner of Police, Wale Olokode, for allegedly brutalizing a 27-year-old mother of two, Blessing Umba, in the town. The woman was said to have been beaten on Tuesday, May 31st, by men of the division when she visited the police station to request that she was in search of a missing 15-year-old boy. She was said to have informed the police officer on duty that his son had not returned since he left home on Monday, May 38th. It was, however, learned that on getting to the station, she discovered that some people were being tortured, and when she approached them, one of the police officers allegedly assaulted her and accused her of wanting to carry sacrifice to the station. It was learned that after the beating, the woman fainted and was taken to an hospital for treatment, where she discovered that her leg and some part of her body had been staged. It was further gathered that the DPO then gave her 2,000 naira while she was leaving the hospital. Then she went to the police area command in Iwo to report the incident.
Right, Justice Binta Nyako of the Federal High Court sitting in Abuja has again refused to grant bail to the leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, on the grounds that the application for his bail was a gross abuse of court process. Kanu had, through his team of lawyers headed by Chief Mike Ozekome, the last hearing of the matter, applied for bail pending the determination of the treasonable felony charge the federal government preferred against him. But Justice Nyako, while ruling on the fresh application on Tuesday, dismissed it for constituting an abuse of court process and went ahead to advise that if the applicants feel aggrieved, they can approach the Court of Appeal as she was not satisfied with the reason the IPOB leader gave for his failure to appear in court for continuation of his trial.
The line is now open for your contributions on our subject of discourse today on your blue segment. The challenges before the acting Chief Justice of Nigeria, Kayode Ariwola. Meanwhile, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has warned the landlords who rent their houses to internet fraudsters, otherwise known as Yahoo Boys, to desist or face 15-year jail term. The anti-graft agency made this known via its official Instagram page by calling on the public to attend a town hall meeting with the theme "Landlord, Give Your House to Yahoo Boys, Spend 15 Years in Jail," to hold on June 29, 2022. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Yemi.
Good morning, sir.
Oluchi, good morning, Dr. Everybody on the line.
You're welcome, sir.
I want to congratulate the acting Chief Judge of the Federation, Judge Ariwola. I wish him the of luck. However, he needs to do a lot, especially in the judiciary. We are seeing that the executive are, influencing the judiciary or forcing them to do their bidding. Most of our judges have prices. They have prices that with so million, this judge will do my bidding. We have seen that case in Shrewsbury judgment during our rebel side, when 10 local governments were cancelled from 30 local governments in an election. Is that a good judgment? Most of our judges, especially the tribunal, they have prices, and that should be discouraged. Good morning. God bless this country.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Alaji Mututa Wadeluki from Okebade.
You're welcome.
To the new CJN, there are issues with our judiciary, particularly our judicial process is too slow, and we will have to put in some reforms in the judiciary. If you champion new reforms, we should redeem the unity of the judiciary. Good morning.
Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello. Hello, good morning.
I congratulate the new student for his appointment, and I wish him well in all application. The task before him is enormous. First and foremost, he needs to eradicate some person of justice in the judiciary. This is what we have been witnessing in the nation, and it's not helpful. Apart from that, we should make sure that justice is given properly without fair appeal. This is where please land. I wish him well, and I believe we will do this. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
The Nigerian Medical Association in Zamfara State has announced the kidnap of the medical director of the General Hospital, Dr. Sadao Masua Muhammad. In a statement issued in Gasao, the NMA chairman in the state, Dr. Mani Abature, disclosed that the association received with deep shock the report of the kidnap of Dr. Muhammad.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. My name is Alaji Ladepolawa from RPG.
You're welcome.
I have to congratulate Justice Tajidin Ariwola for the name appointment. He has a lot to face because the judicial system in Nigeria, honestly, is no longer what is supposed to be. So that we need to have a judicial system, but nobody, especially in masses, they don't have any trust in our judicial system any longer. Look at the correctional places that you have in this country, made in Nigeria present. where there are so many inmates there, they are too congested. And it's because of the delay in the services from the judicial system we have in this country. Apart from that, a lot of criminals have been handled with big loss. At the end of the day, there will be no prosecution. This is too bad. The new acting judge should raise up, do something. But it is very unfortunate that the kind of system he found himself, he will not be allowed to, exercise whatever he has in his kit. Well, I wish him good luck. Good morning.
Good morning. Hello. Good morning.
Hello, good morning to you in the studio.
Welcome.
Why congratulating the new acting CJ of the country, Mr. Arawola. Now, we should not be partial. He should do his job without fear of people, without citing the present government. You should be neutral, completely neutral, and be on the stage and perform, and give his mates or the other judges what they need to perform. Good morning.
Good morning.
Moving on to sports, Minister of Youth and Sports Development, Sunday Dare, has charged the Golden Eaglets to emulate the classes of 1985, 2007, 2013, and 2015 by working harder to pick one of the tickets at next year's Under 17 Africa Cup of Nations in Algeria. Dare stated this at a reception he organized for the Golden Eaglets in Abuja at the VIP room of the MKO Abiola National Stadium.
And finally from me, Minister of Youth and Sport Development, Sunday Dare, has charged the Super Falcons to go for glory at the 2022 African Women's Cup of Nations in Morocco. Nigeria are in Group C of the 12th African Cup of Nations scheduled to kick off this weekend alongside South Africa, Botswana, and Burundi. On this note, we say bye on this morning edition of Headlines from 104.5 FM. It has been the door of Adeyemi Abodere and
Oluchi Amuja.
the producer is
Mutunrayo Ayegbayo.
while the production advisor is
Abimbola Babatunde.
our colleagues will be around tomorrow morning for another edition of the program. From us here, we are saying
Good morning.
You're listening to 104.5 megahertz.
Just like water, we are your indispensable companion.
Àlàbí ni orúkọ mi. Wọ́n a máa pè mí ní dókítà sòkúdàlàyé fún gbogbo owó àjákù pẹ̀lú abẹfẹ́lẹ́ àti sẹ́lòtéèpù mi. Gbogbo ẹni bá ní owó tí ẹ̀mí rẹ̀ ti fẹ́ bọ́ ní agbègbè yìí, ọ̀dọ̀ mi ni wọ́n máa ń kó wọn bọ̀ fún ìràpadà. Àmọ́ o, ohun àtijọ́ ti kọjá lọ. N ò ṣe dókítà fún owó àjákù mọ́ o. Nítorí Momo Payment Service Bank, ọ̀nà tuntun tó rọrùn láti fi owó ránṣẹ́ tàbí láti gba owó wọlé tó dára ju owó tá a kó lọ́wọ́ lọ.
Dágbére fún ìsọnù owó àjákù, ìwọ kàn tẹ *671# láti ṣí àpò ìfowópamọ́sí Momo tìrẹ lónìí. Ọ̀nà tó rọrùn púpọ̀ láti gbowó wọlé tàbí fowó ránṣẹ́ sórí nọ́mbà ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ ẹnikẹ́ni lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́. Ayé ti rọrùn nítorí wípé Momo dára ju owó tá a kó lọ́wọ́ lọ.
Iṣẹ́ lóògùn ìṣẹ́, ẹ jẹ́ ká fọmọdé ara ṣiṣẹ́, ká má bàa fàgbà ṣiṣẹ́.
Have you heard? There's a seasoning for every meal. On the seasoning is full of flavor. Delicious, tasty. Mama's happy. No. My hunger. happiness, yeah. Mama's happiness, the fresh cookie, yeah. Bring great flavor home, oh.
Onga, Mama's helping hand.
You are live. You are live. On Osun Radio. Osun Radio.
Community radio at its best.
104.5 FM.
Time is money. Spend your time wisely.
Good morning, the state news. Exactly 18 days to the state governorship election, no fewer than 10,000 party members have dumped the People's Democratic Party (PDP) for the ruling APC All Progressive Party in Osun State over what they described as outstanding performance of Governor Adegboyega Oyetola since he became governor in 2018. The defectors included fractionals chairman of the party, former running mate of the PDP, candidate in the 2018 governorship election, former members of the legislature at state and national level, and leaders in the ranks of the party. Leading the crowd of defectors were Honorable Wale Ojo, fractional state chairman of PDP, Honorable Albert Adeogun, House of Representatives aspirant in the federal constituency, Ayodele Ashalu, and a party stalwart, Soji Ibekunle. The defectors, whose numbers cut across different wards, local government areas, and federal constituency, were formally received into ruling party at Freedom Park, Osogbo. Receiving the defectors, the National Secretary of APC, Senator Iyola Omishore, welcomed them for taking the right decision to join development train. In their separate remarks, Speaker Osun House of Assembly Honorable Timothy Obueye, the Director General of Oyetola Re-election Campaign Council, Senator Ajibola Bashir, Chairman of APC in Osun, Prince Boyega Famodun, former Osun Deputy Governor Mrs. Titila Oyeponle, welcomed the new members into the party just as they assured them of equal opportunities. Meanwhile, Governor Adegboyega Oyetola has assured electorate on the state that his administration will not ignite in dishing out dividends of democracy if re-elected in July 16 governorship election. The governor made the disclosure while receiving other 10,000 members of PDP who decamped to the ruling All Progressives Congress in Osogbo. The governor, while welcoming those that are joining APC, he urged every member of the party to get their permanent voters' cards. He assured them of due recognition, noting that they will equally enjoy the goodies meant for registered members of the party. Governor Adegboyega Oyetola has been described as a good manager of resources and an attitude leader who remains committed to serve humanity and advance the development of the state. The Deputy Governor, Mr. Benedict Alabi, gave this description at a meeting with the Association of Master Bakers and Caterers of Nigeria, the state chapter. the Deputy Governor enjoined members of the association to mobilize support for the re-election of Governor Adegboyega Oyetola and support Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu in his determination to make Nigeria a better nation. Mr. Alabi charged them to vote in mass for Mr. Governor on the 16th of next month in the interest of enhancing the delivery of good governance and fast-tracking the infrastructure development of Osun. He equally admonished people to advise youth to embrace peace, maintain law and order during the forthcoming elections. In his remarks, the state chairman of the association, Chief Ganiyu Onokwepo, assured Governor Adegboyega Oyetola of his re-election and continued support with over 10,000 members, saying the organization has taken steps to mobilize people in order to attain the feat. The state resident electoral commissioner, Professor Abdulganiyu Raji, has tasked politicians to ensure violence and follow due process in seeking redress if they are not satisfied with the process. He stated this while delivering a lecture entitled Osun 2022, a state, its politics, economy and image, at the program tagged